It's now been over a week since some residents here at the John Knox Towers in Ghent have gone without a working house phone. Now, it is important to note that some of the people who live here are 55 years and older. We spoke to one elderly man who doesn't own a cell phone. He says having a working house phone is the difference between life and death.
I am a coronary heart artery disease patient. I'm also suffer from chronic depression.
George Shields' serious health conditions require him to wear this Life Alert bracelet. In an emergency, a simple push on this button will connect him to a dispatcher through his phone.
Please check telephone connection.
Did you hear that?
Please check telephone connection.
He currently has no connection. His Verizon landline has been disconnected since November 20th.
It's very dangerous. It's very scary.
We tried calling his line. You get a busy dial tone.
And it's very depressing.
Shields reached out to us Friday morning for help, and News 3 anchor Jessica Larche reached out to Verizon for answers. In chat messages, the phone company says that Shields is part of a group outage ticket. He's not alone. His 97-year-old neighbor down the hall, Mr. Charles Ballard, has the same issue.
We're victims here.
Ballard has been blind for 20 years.
It's frightening, to say the least.
He can't make outgoing calls, but he relies on incoming calls from people like his niece, who was visiting when we arrived. She also made calls to Verizon.
They said that it was a bad coil in a manhole and that they did not have another replacement.
Verizon tells us the issue is expected to be resolved on November 30th by 9 p.m. Ballard says Verizon should have just kept them in the loop.
It just feels that you're not wanted somewhere.
The residents tell us there is hardly ever anyone at the front desk, so in a case of emergency, they can't use the office phone. We called the property manager, and they're closed for the holiday. Shields, who lives by himself, spent Thanksgiving alone and wasn't able to make any calls. On Fridays, he has a weekly phone call with his niece in Newport News.
She and I talk every Friday for at least an hour.
In case she called and couldn't get through, Shields wanted her to hear his voice, so we called together.
I finally found somebody to help me, which was Channel 3. So I'm okay. I just wanted to let you know. Talk to you soon.
In Norfolk, Nana St. Bonsu, News 3.